What is going on out there, peeps? All right, believe it or not, I just got back from Miami, and I'm just totally exhausted. Once again, the airlines lost my luggage, and I got stuck in Vegas. I know. It's like, well, I mean, like I said before, I can't complain about it. As a matter of fact, while I was at the event, I joked about getting stuck in Vegas, and here I am stuck in Vegas again. I was, anyways. So, the, I brought my laptop so I could do show, except for the laptop got cracked. So there's no internet, there's no shows, there was nothing. Sorry about that. In addition to that, and me rushing and not paying attention, I threw my phone inside my cell phone inside the luggage. And so, as you can imagine, I got to the airport, checked in my luggage. By the time I even realized it was too late, that's fine. I said, I'll just get it whenever I land. But no, the luggage was gone for a few days. So if you were trying to reach me, I noticed several people trying to reach out to me. My apologies. I didn't have access to email. I didn't have access to a phone. I didn't have access to texting. None of that. There's a couple emergencies that happen. So I got to make sure to respond to everybody. Just know what's going on. I do have my phone back, and I don't know what the heck I need to do with my laptop to get it fixed, but I got to get it looked at. So that's what happened. People are like, "You just disappeared." Not really. I mean, I did, but I didn't. So coming back from Miami, again, stuck in Vegas with no way to really reach people. My luggage finally got there. I got the hell out of there. Came back home. I'm just exhausted. I'm looking at my phone. There's a billion texts there, a billion missed phone calls, you guys, and I'm checking on my email. There's a billion emails in there as well, and I'll get back to everybody. But I really enjoyed my time. What I love about these events is you get a chance to meet people and spend a little time with them and get to know them personally. I love it. I love to hear the stories that they share. I love that time where if they have questions, they ask and we share ideas about what's going on. Plus, you get to see friends there when you're there. The scenery was beautiful. Like I said, watch the full moon sit above the bay was a beautiful sight. As a matter of fact, I had a chance to sit down there quietly for a couple of minutes and just stare at it. Actually, me and Mitch were just staring at it. But it does make you reflect on just life in general. And me and Mitch had a really sincere conversation, put things in perspective. I think my whole life, I made some things more of a priority than the people that I love. And it wasn't on purpose. But you always just take for granted that those people are always going to be there. There's always that assumption. Everybody's heard me talk about my father. You know, I was blessed. I had him all the way to my late 40s before he passed away. So I was blessed with that. But when my father first got cancer and I found out, I was at the end of getting my master's degree. And I just took for granted that, hey, look, he'll be there. Let me just focus on getting my master's. At the time, I was going through a breakup and trying to deal with that at the same time as studying, which was really hard. By the time I graduated and got over to see my father, he was pretty sick. And it didn't take long before he passed away. And he waited for me to show up because when I saw him, I told him what I had to say and then wished him well, and I kissed him on his head, and then he passed away. So when I finally got my phone back, I find out via Facebook, of all damn things, that my mom's in the hospital. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And I call my sisters, and she's like, we found out via Facebook. I'm like, all right, what the hell is going on? That this is how we're finding out. This is crazy. So my mother, apparently, her new medicine that she took caused her to overdose. So she was non-responsive for a long period of time. And so we're going to find out what's really going on. They're doing tests on her. But for now, I don't have a lot of information. Other than the doctor is nice enough to let us know that my mother, because of her unresponsiveness, might be brain dead. So I was like, wow, okay, why don't you go find out first before you drop that kind of crap on us? I was pissed about that, but I don't actually go down and see my mother that often. I just call her on the phone. You haven't seen my mother that many times over the years. I went down to surprise our Mother's Day real quickly. So it was nice to see her. I love my mother, but she drives me crazy when we're around one another. So that's not an excuse. Her and like her and the rest of my family, I can only take them in small doses. I don't know if anybody can ever understand that. You want to see them, you want to talk to them, but they always bring up like old stuff, or they talk about the same old things or complain about the same old things. It's like, really, there's nothing new to talk about. It's just one of those things. But like I was saying, my mom's down there. I know she's being looked at by my sisters. And then to add to that, not to get too personal in my relationship, but Everybody knows I used to date Anita. She's the girl that I broke up with at the beginning of this year. That's the one I call the devil. But what people don't know about this is me and her were together for 13 years on and off. But me and her husband, her ex husband, we became friends and actually became friends with his family, his sister and his mother. And we became pretty close. They would come over for holidays. I know it sounds crazy. Here I am dating this lady, and her husband and his family would come to our family get togethers. That's because they had their boys with me. I love them. So I was happy to have them here. So, of course, they should know all sides of the family, and I didn't have a problem with it. So they would come over and spend holidays with us. I just found out that their aunt passed away today. She had been dealing with kidney issues, and I don't know. I'm just a little lost for words on that one. It's like the sweet people, the nicest people, always go first. You know what I mean? I keep thinking about she has a little boy. I don't think he's 5 years old yet. For some reason, he just keeps going through my mind. I have my memories of my parents. He's really young, and I'm wondering what he's going to be able to remember about his mother. That's I don't know. It sits on me really weird. So my thoughts and prayers are out to them. It's really heartbreaking. So between my mother almost dropping dead and Iris, rest in peace, passing away, along with a plethora of other problems that occurred that I thought were taken care of before I left. So to all those people, when I didn't respond, this is what happened. I just didn't have a way to respond. And so I will get back to you. I'm trying to go through all my stuff right now, sort through it. But the people out there, if you got loved ones, I think that's one of the great things about the conversation I had with Mitch. I hope you don't mind me saying, but we had a pretty sincere conversation about people that we care about. And I don't know. My entire life, when it comes to relationships, I'm not a big fan of relationships. I've been in open relationships. Those are the best ones for me. I don't like commitments just because every time I fall in love with somebody, it always fails. And I'll bend my ass backwards to make somebody happy for the most part. But I'm not saying I'm an angel neither. But so what ended up happening is I just don't want to do that. I just don't like all the complications that come with being in committed relationships. But then sometimes by being that way, you end up pushing away somebody that could be very special to you, somebody who could actually bring a lot of light to your life. So you have to be careful about that judgment call. And I think because of that fear of relationships or commitment for that matter, I end up pushing away somebody that could be really special to me and really important. Just because sometimes you could feel unworthy, I guess is the best way to put it. But like I was saying, after having this it was like a moment, beautiful scenery, the moon's over the water, you're just reflecting on just how beautiful life can be. And with all the crazy things going on around the world, and how within just a snap of a finger, somebody that you really love and care about can be taken from you. It's time to sometimes sit back and reflect about what the real priorities are. And despite all the craziness that's going on, there was a bright spot in coming back, besides seeing my chihuahuas. I was just happy to be home. But more importantly, there was a light in all the darkness. And I was really happy to see her when I got home. Anyways, you guys, that's it. Look, it was a great get together and a great time seeing everybody, meeting new people, being silly like I always am. I enjoy special moments. Mitch, thank you, sir. I don't know how much you're ever going to know how much I appreciate the conversation. It was really good. Also, just try to keep in mind that, don't take loved ones for granted because it's at that time where you think they'll just be around all the time that before long you'll realize that they're gone and then it's too late. And then those that you push away could actually end up being the best thing in your life. So just be very careful about that judgment. So as I was saying before, look, for those of you who are trying to reach out to me via email, via text messages, via phone call, wasn't that I was ignoring you. There was no way to get back to you, okay, at all. So, and it was nice enough for but this time it was a tag team effort between United Airlines and Spirit. I don't know why I insist on taking them. They just screw things up all the time. But so not to be on a downer or a sour note or anything, just you guys look, these events are awesome. I enjoy them when we do them. When I get a chance to get out there and see people, it gives me a chance to meet new people. It gives me a chance to learn some things I've not learned before. As a matter of fact, I met not one, not two, but three people that created their own crypto companies that I look forward to talking to. And I look forward to seeing if there's anything out there that I can share with you that'll help make yours and my lives better for sure. So I appreciate you guys just hanging tight, being patient with me. Sorry about that, but I did bring a laptop this time, and unfortunately it got cracked. And it's a brand new one too. Good lord! And then as far as my phone was, yeah, well, it was traveling around with my bag for a while. I guess they were out sightseeing. Hopefully my phone took pictures because I'm curious of where the hell they were all this time. Anyways, that's it, you guys. I'll be back on to doing videos tomorrow, or today, I should say, and getting it out to you. Getting you caught up on what the latest and the greatest is as far as gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, and our Iraqi dinar. Because the one thing we were fearing is definitely happening, and we we already see unrest taking place. So, anyways, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so. Because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I actually do appreciate it. I'll catch you later. I'm out.